Good morning, students. In today's lab session, we will study DOS commands. DOS is basically a disk operating system, that is command line operating system. Okay. Let's find out what's the difference between command line operating system and graphical operating system. The windows where we work are the graphical user interface, or we may generally say it as that is GUI system. And the system that we are going to study today is CLI system, that is command line interface. GUI is graphical user interface, CLI is command line interface. As the word is graphic is here, that means any sort of image or picture will be there or icon will be there where you will click on that particular icon and you can access that application. But here, as C stands for command, that means command is there where you can now let's discuss the difference between GUI and CLI. At some places, instead of CLI, CUI is written, that is command user interface, and CLI is command line interface. The meaning is same. Okay. The first parameter, when we compare our graphical user interface with the command line interface, first is the interaction. User interacts with computer using graphic like image or icons. That means when you are going to access any operating system by looking at particular icon, suppose you are going to open one folder, you will find out the icon of the folder. Then that is a graphic, that is an icon that you are going to access. In command line interface, user interact with computer using command. In command line, when you have to go to a particular folder, you have to give one path or you have to give one command. You can't click by mouse in a command line interface. Navigation. User in the graphical user interface, navigation is easy. In command line, navigation is difficult. It's quite obvious. When you are going to access any image or icon, you don't have to read that particular text which have been written below of that particular image. You will simply find out the image and you will click over it. But in the command line, you have to remember or you have to cram some commands so that you can access the particular application. Peripherals use. In the graphical user interface, keyboard, mouse or any pointing device is used. In the command line interface, only keyboard will be used. The graphical user interface, the usage is easy. In command line, usage is difficult. It requires expertise. That means you have to require some expertise in the remembrance of command so that you can easily access command line interface. In the graphical user interface, it is highly flexible user interface. Command line is little flexible user interface. Customize is GUI is highly customizable. CLI is not easily changeable. That is, in the graphical user interface, you can easily customize it. If I say you have to rename a folder, you can easily right click over the mouse on particular folder, you will rename that folder. If I say you have to delete that folder, you will click over that folder and you will right click and there is an option delete that folder. But in the command line interface, you have to give command if you have to do these type of particular task. You have to write what you have to rename, you have to write what you have to delete. You can't use any pointing device, any mouse will be there. Okay. These are some commands that we will use in our MS-DOS. Let's start the application. When you have to access these MS-DOS commands, firstly, you have to go to the start button. Then in the search program and files, you will find out CMD. You will write down CMD, that is command prompt. CMD stands for command prompt. Then you will enter here, the command prompt will be get open. This is called the command box where CLI will work. That is your DOS box. Okay, that is your disk operating system where you will give the command to do any particular task. Now first is your first command will be date. If I will write here date, then I will click over it. There is that current date is 9/16/2021. Okay, that is firstly there is a month, then date, and then year will be there. It says if you want to change the new date, let's change it. If I say I give the month 2, then date is 2 and year is 2022. I'm getting error here. The error is a required privilege is not held by the client because I'm not working over the administrator. I'm working as a guest here. If you will use this command at your particular system, you will able to change the date of your system. The other way is you will click over it. As I am taking the mouse, here you can change the date and time. But if you want to change the date and time by using any command, then you will write the date to change the particular date. I'm not having that facility because I am working as a guest in my system. You can change it on your system because you are working as an administrator there. If I say time, then the time will be shown here. That is 11, 18, 40, 32. Here you can change the time also. Again, I'm not having that privilege to change the time, but still I will write how you will change in the same format. You will write again. It is a required privilege is not held by the client because I'm working as a client. I don't have any rights to change the settings of the system. Okay, that's why I'm not able to change it, but you can change it over your system. Now comes the CLS, that is clear screen. CLS stands for clear screen. I will write here CLS. It will clear the screen. Whatsoever I will write over the screen, it will be get cleared out. Okay. Then comes the CD ... Okay. That means to backtrack from your drive. To come back from your drive, if I write here CD ... then if I consider this command firstly, I'm in C drive, in the user folder, in the ASUS folder, and if I want to come back in my user folder instead of ASUS folder, then I will write here CD ... Again, I will write here CD ... Then I'm in C drive currently. Okay. If I will create any folder here, okay, if I write here CD users, now again where I am, I'm in C drive in the users folder. If I say CD ASUS is there, then again I'm in C drive in the ASUS folder, in the user folder, then in the ASUS folder. Okay. If I come to back directly to the C drive, then I may use here CD /. If I will write here CD /, then I will directly come to the C drive. Okay. These are your commands, how you can backtrack in your drive. Now is your drive change. Now your drive change. As currently I am in C drive, if I want to change my drive here, I want to use D drive or E drive, it will depend upon how many drives are in your system. Okay. Then how will you do here? Simply write down the drive name as D and then the colon sign and then press enter. Now your prompt is D. That means whatsoever you will create here will be in the D folder. If I say I want to go to E, then I can access here. If I say I will go to the G, it said the system cannot find the drive specified because G is not a drive in my system. You may check here. That's in my computer, there are only 3 drives C, D and E. Only I can access these drives. If any drive name that you will write here, but it is not existing, then you will get an error. The system cannot find the drive specified. G is not in your my system, so I'm getting one error here. Now I want to make one folder in my drive E. One way is I will open my computer and here you can find out the folders firstly. There is ASUS folder, data, Neha final, office, paper, and some file QB docs, and 2 files are there. One is setup, but there is one PDF file is there. In E drive, you can find out there is no folder with the name of agriculture. By using the command prompt, I will make one folder with the name of agriculture and that will reflect in my E drive. The syntax, the command to make your folder, one way is using your graphical user interface, you will simply click new folder. Okay, this is your graphical user interface. Okay, I will delete it first. I want to use by using the command prompt. Then I will write here MD. MD stands for make directory. Directory means folder. Okay, I will make a folder with the name of agriculture. I will write agri here. Okay, and then press enter. Now you can find out the agri folder has been created in my E drive and it is automatically visible to you now. Okay. Now moving to the next command. Next command is, we have used make directly. Next is create directory. Okay. Create directory, it's mean change directory. If I will write here, firstly, I will give the path because in agriculture folder, I want to create any file. Let's check. Firstly, it's an empty or not. It's in the E drive. Agri is an empty folder. Nothing is in there. So I will change the path here because where my folder is existing, my folder is existing in the E drive. Firstly, I will go to the E drive. Then I will go to the Agri folder. To go to the Agri folder, you will write here CD Agri. Then we'll press enter. Now currently I'm in E drive and Agri folder. Okay. Then I will make one file here. I will write here edit. This is the command to create your file, edit, and the name of the file. I will write here BSC. Okay, edit BSC. And you can find out there is no any file is existing right now. If I will press enter, your file will be get open. I will write here hello. How are you? I will write this text. Okay. Then in the file, I will save it. And in the file, I will exit. Now you can find out in the Agri folder, your BSC file is existing right now. Okay. Now coming to the next, you have used make directory, change directory, edit. And now if you want to find out the text in your file, what has been written in your file, then how will you find out? Let's make one CLS clear screen so it will be more visible to you. You will write here type and name of the file as BSC and then press enter. This was the same text that I have written there, hello and how are you? Okay. By this way, you can make your files in your existing directory. You can make any number of files here. Let's make another file with the name of edit and I said Neha. This file will be get open. Here I will write I am perfectly fine. Let's save the content. Let's save it, and in the then exit. Then now find the content what has been written in the file Neha. I will write type Neha. Here it is written I am perfectly fine. Okay. I will repeat it again. MD is to make directly. CD is to change the directory. Means where you want to go and want to make a file. Then with the edit, you will make your file. An editor, edit means an editor box will be opened. The blue screen that will be get open, that is one sort of editor. That is where you can work over. And with the type, with the file name, you can find out what the content has been written in your file. Okay, the next command that we are going to study is rename. So you want to rename your file as, then you will write as rename as ren is the command name. Then your first file name as Neha. Then I want to rename Neha with the file name as ABC. Then I will press enter. Okay. Suppose I want to access Neha, then I will write here type Neha. I'm getting one error here. The error is the system cannot find the file specified because I have renamed the file. I have renamed Neha with ABC, so that's why I'm not able to access it. Okay. Now let's access ABC file, which is renamed file. Now in the ABC file, I'm getting the content. I am perfectly fine. Let's find the content in your file. Here, when you access your folder, as this is your E drive, in the agriculture folder, two files are existing. One is with BSc, other with ABC, and the content in the file is in the BSc file, the content is hello, how are you? In the ABC file, the content is I am perfectly fine. Previously, ABC file was the name Neha and it has been renamed as ABC. Now, let's move to the copy command. Copy means you want to copy the same content of the file in some another file. Okay. You want to copy the content of ABC. That means copy. Firstly, you will write copy the name of the file as ABC and name of the other file. Name of the other files. Let's take the name of the other file as XYZ. Okay. Then press enter. I'm getting one message that is one file copy. Okay. Now, firstly, we will check manually whether there is copy has been existing. Yes. One is ABC and its copy XYZ is existing. If I am saying it is copied file, let's find out the content, what's in the copied file. Let's make one CLS. Then I will write here type. Firstly, I will write ABC. The content of ABC is I'm perfectly fine. Now, there is a one copy is existing of ABC with the name of XYZ. Let's find the content of XYZ. That is the same content has been copied. This is your copy the content of one file to the another file. Okay. Now the next command is delete. Okay. Delete is a command, del is a command which is used to delete your files. Okay. Before moving to the del, let's move to the RD. RD stands for remove directory. If I say RD AGRI, I want to delete the folder. Now there is one major difference between your graphical user interface and command line interface is here. If I say firstly, you cannot delete a file or you cannot delete a folder by making this path, because currently I am in E drive in the agriculture folder and I want to delete agriculture folder. How can I delete? an agriculture folder by existing in an agriculture folder. Firstly, I have to come back from the agriculture folder by cd dot dot. Now I am in the A drive. Now let's delete AGRI. It's saying the directory is not empty. That means folder is not empty. The reason is in the folder of E drive, in the AGRI folder, your 3 files are existing. There is in the command line interface, firstly you have to delete these files, then you can in folder. But otherwise, if we go with the graphical user interface, directly click over it and you will delete it. You won't get any sort of error. The folder is not empty. But there is one drawback that firstly you have to delete your files first, and then only you can remove the folder. So to remove that files, firstly you will go to the change directory AGRI. Now you are in the agriculture folder. I will open it. So you will be able to find out whether you are able to delete it or not. You will write here del and name of the file as ABC. Okay. Now you can find out ABC has been deleted. If I write here type ABC to check, it is saying the system cannot find the file specified because it has been deleted. Now let's change to the del BSC. You can find out BSC has been deleted here. We can confirm it. Type BSC, type BSC. The system cannot find the file specified because it has been deleted. Now let's delete XYZ. Now type XYZ. The system cannot find the file specified. Okay. All the files have been deleted from here. Let's remove the agriculture folder. Now I will come back in the E drive, so you will be able to see whether your folder is going to be removed or not. Firstly, you will go to the E drive, then you will write here RD and write the AGRI folder here. Now you can find out your AGRI folder had been deleted in your E drive. Now if you want to access your drive, your folder, you can find out whether your folder is existing or not. You will use the command dir. With the dir command, you can find out the folders that are existing there. The ASUS folder is there. One application is there with the name of code blocks in your E drive. One data folder is there. Neha dash folder is there. Neha.pdf is there. Office 10 is there. Paper underscore December 2020 is there. QB DOS folder is there. That means, and you are getting one summary here, 2 files and 6 directories are existing. Okay, these are 2 files and other are 2 directory, there are 6 directories. That means 6 folders are existing there. Now comes the exit. If you are in your command prompt, then you will write exit here to stop your command prompt. You will directly come out of your command prompt.